Hi, welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're here to talk about the movie The Evil Dead. If three words could describe this horror movie, it would be vile, gruesome, and disgusting, because that's what it is, simply put. This is a movie that is bound to gross you out no matter how many times you have seen this movie. For many fans of the horror genre, including myself, you can guess that this movie is a hit among everyone. I can easily say that it's one of my personal favorites as far as horror movies go. For a low-budget movie that was filmed in a cabin on location in Tennessee, it has gained the status of a cult classic throughout the years ever since its theatrical release in 1981. This movie even spawned 2 sequels and a television show. The movie story follows a group of 5 college students as they travel to a remote cabin out in the woods for a peaceful vacation. Upon a stormy first night at the cabin, the cellar door flings itself open, and they take it upon themselves to go down into the cellar, and they find a book that is bound in human flesh and inked in human blood, and they also discover a tape recorder. They then make the terrible decision to open the so-called Book of the Dead and play the recording that was set by the cabin's last resident. Little do they know that the recording of the tape player recites an incantation from the book that resurrects demons from their dormant state. This awakes an ancient evil that plagues the group of friends who now inhabit the cabin. One by one, all of them must do everything they can to survive the terrors throughout the night. What I really liked about this movie is that with a low budget the filmmakers were given, they created something tremendous that would fascinate audiences everywhere. It's amazing how much you can do with very little, and all it requires is the right direction. Speaking of direction, this is Sam Raimi's debut as a director for a full feature-length film. I've always enjoyed Sam Raimi's movies because he has a certain unique style that is something truly indescribable. His direction for this particular movie is quite astounding. Where the movie shines most is in the special effects department. The practical effects and makeup used to make everything look gross is flat out amazing, especially when it comes to making someone look possessed by a demon or when a grotesque flesh wound is needed. Surprisingly, it still looks good to this very day. Even the acting by Bruce Campbell is flat out awesome. He really added a lot of fun charisma to his character. He's more serious in this movie when compared to its sequels. I mean, the whole movie is slower and more atmospherically creepy when compared to the other movies. It tries to take itself more seriously, whereas its sequels rely more on tongue-in-cheek humor. To be honest, out of all the Evil Dead movies, the original will always be my favorite. If there's anything about this movie that I truly don't like, it would have to be how it can be super campy at times, and the terrible decisions made by the characters. To say the least, the characters are just flat out dumb. But then again, if logic was used in any fashion, this movie would be super short. Somehow this movie still manages to create an entertaining and riveting story while including a sense of tension throughout. Overall, The Evil Dead is a promising horror movie that is well crafted, and it is also considered a timeless classic by many. I give this movie an A-. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.